Welcome to the WatchOut channel. I'm the Haunting Hour 17, passionate about a classic, hinting at a specific time for paranormal activity and content. The video I will share is from the uploader, The Darkest Secrets. The video, whether they have truth or not, you are the one who will judge what you have seen and what you have been touched by in the videos. To provide you with many scary and terrifying videos, be sure to watch till the end of the videos. Maraming salamat po and enjoy scary watching.
From a child playing with a supposed imaginary friend, to a puppy engaging in the strangest behavior you've ever seen, to top-ranking videos that will leave you with your heart on the line. So settle in, turn off the lights, and get ready, because my name is Leonor Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present 10 videos that will leave your soul hanging by a thread. Ready or not, let's begin. Number 10. Sometimes we think children have boundless imaginations, that when they play alone, they talk to invisible friends that only they can see. But what happens when the innocent illusion leaves traces in reality? A mother noticed that her son spent long hours inside his bedroom, as if he were accompanied. She heard him talking, laughing, and responding, but she never heard another voice. At first, she thought it was just an imaginary friend, something normal for his age. However, everything changed one afternoon when she found her son playing with him. It really seemed like he was playing with someone, which was impossible, and that's why the mother went into the room, only to discover that he was completely alone. It could have been the wind that pushed the ball. Perhaps there was an invisible thread, or some trick set up. However, upon closer analysis, each of these hypotheses falls apart. Nothing logically explains how the ball returned to the boy. Could it be that the supposed imaginary friend wasn't so imaginary after all? Could it be an invisible presence that is somehow interacting with her child? As I've told you before, according to occultists, imaginary friends are actually demons trying to entice and feed off the energy of children. A simple child's game, or a ghost hiding in the shadows of his room. Tell me what you think. Number 9. The following case corresponds to one of the most impressive urban explorations I have seen recently. In Japan, a hospital that has been completely abandoned for years after a series of unexplained events became the perfect setting for those seeking to confront the unknown. One of those explorers, armed only with his camera and a lot of curiosity, decided to sneak into the place to document what was happening there. What he recorded shocked everyone.
吴老妈，他一直引我过去的，他一直引我啊！哎，这什么东西啊？我操！我不要拍了啊！我操！你看他在偷看了，我靠！可不可萨瓦迪卡安纳鲁亚？我不相信，我不相信，我不相信，我不相信，地下哥，地下哥。记好他的名字。
First, there was the figure of a patient walking calmly down a hallway, as if the hospital were still operating. Minutes later, the camera captures a face pressed against the glass of a door, a face that moves rapidly until it disappears, leaving the young man in a state of absolute panic. And the most terrifying thing comes at the end, when upon opening one of the more.
Please subscribe, like, and press the notification bell. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
Compartments, his camera records something no one ever would want to see. The most sinister thing of all is that this hospital has always carried a dark reputation. Former employees claim even when it was operational, shadows could be seen moving unattended in the hallways. Footsteps could be heard, and sometimes the elevators would descend by themselves to the basement, always stopping in front of the morgue. In fact, some patients reported seeing strange things while they were here. Ghosts would be near their beds and simply stay there, staring at them. Stories like this remind us that certain places seem to absorb the energy of pain and suffering, leaving them marked forever. And even though the hospital has been empty for years, perhaps it was never truly uninhabited. Number 8. Salvador Sanchez, a loyal subscriber of the channel, wrote to me about an experience that left him completely shocked. In his message, he said, "I was at work and something very unusual happened, so I decided to record it and share it with you." What did he capture? Watch. As you can see in the image, you can make out in the sky the gigantic silhouette of what appears to be a person, motionless and perfectly formed behind a building. Even in the darkness of the night, you can clearly see his arms, shoulders, and even his head, as if he were really there, watching from above. How can someone of that size exist? Is there an explanation for this? Of course, some lean towards more rational theories. Maybe someone walked in front of a spotlight and the shadow was projected onto the clouds. Or it could also be an optical effect caused by the city light reflecting off the humidity in the air. Or even a well-done montage. But what if it isn't? Salvador assures us that there are no effects or filters in the sequence. that the image is exactly what he saw with his eyes? Are we witnessing the manifestation of a colossal being that remains hidden from our sight? Let me know what you think. Number 7. Do you believe in mythological creatures? If your answer is a resounding no, think twice because what you're about to see might change your mind.
Yo me quiero sumergir. Yo le voy a dejar para ver. ¿Qué es esto? Salen aletas para acá. Creo que me están viendo. Se están yendo. What? Madre mía, yo no entiendo nada. Ay, me acabo de bajar el móvil, pero miren. ¡Miren, miren! Me podéis poner en los comentarios si no soy la única que lo ve. Alguien venga acá para comprobarlo. Me está gritando. Por favor, aleten.
A woman on a beach in Spain used her cell phone to record what many believe to be one of the clearest pieces of evidence of the existence of mermaids. They were a few meters from the shore. They appeared to be two human figures with long fins, moving and splashing in the water. The scene, although of poor quality, is disturbing. You can clearly see their heads, the movement of their wet hair, and most strikingly, their tails, which naturally dip into the sea. The comments said that mermaids don't have hair because they don't need it in the ocean. But I remind you that there are other animals that do have hair and that also swim. Sea lions are a good example. Animals that usually live out of water too. They do have hair. Looking at these images, which theory do you lean more toward? Comment below. Number 6. They say animals are capable of perceiving things we cannot see, and what you're about to witness could be a troubling confirmation of that. In this case, a woman began to notice strange behaviors in her pet. Instead of playing freely as usual, the dog moved cautiously when it entered the living room. It moved suspiciously, looking in invisible directions, as if something were stalking it.
Listo, ya saqué el peluche y entró a la sala después de jugar la
Wait a
pelota.
minute. I noticed that 98% of our viewers have not yet subscribed to our channel. So subscribe now for our new videos that are coming soon, and I will upload them for you every day. Be sure to watch till the end of the video, because there are many more paranormal clips waiting for you at the end. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
Y ahora se está comportando así. Otra vez. Y solamente le pasa en la sala. O sea, en la cocina no. En el comedor no. Solo le pasa en la sala. Que está así. Rodea todos los sillones, todo. Todo eso rodea. Y buscamos, ahí está el oso, lo cambiamos de lugar. Y sigue. Y no sé.
The footage quickly went viral, not only because of the animal's strange behavior, but also because, according to some, when playing the video, the device's microphone records what appears to be a cacophony. The impact was immediate, so much so that the young woman's mother decided to bless the house with holy water, fearing that a dark entity was lurking around. However, even that didn't calm the dog. Days later, at the suggestion of her follower, the woman recorded her pet again, this time in the same living room, but without any armchairs that could distract him. What we see is even more disconcerting. As you can see, as soon as he enters the living room, he again displays that strange behavior, as if something or someone were present there. That little dog is going blind. There's something buried under the floor of that house. I can make out two shadows moving behind him. Those were the comments that dominated this recording. Could it be that animals perceive what we don't? What or who was in the living room, accompanying the little dog? And what did that terrifying message mean? Questions that remain unanswered to this day. Number 5. They say that sometimes paying attention to the little things can save your life. A phrase one motorcyclist found out firsthand. He was traveling at night along a lonely, dark road, his camera recording the journey as usual, when something completely unexpected happened. A white bird mysteriously appeared out of nowhere, crossing his path and landing right in front of him. What happened next, he still describes as a true miracle. As you can see in the image, after a short while, he came face to face with a huge pothole in the middle of the road. If he hadn't slowed down due to that strange encounter with the bird, the story would have had a tragic ending. This video quickly went viral on social media, generating thousands of comments and theories. For many, it was a divine sign, a guardian angel taking the form of a bird to warn him of danger. Others, more skeptical, claim it was simply a coincidence. The bird happened to be passing by at exactly the right moment, and by chance, forced the motorcyclist to brake before hitting the sinkhole. There are also those who suggest it could be an image generated by artificial intelligence. But if so, the quality and realism of the footage are so well achieved that it is practically impossible to rule out with certainty. Do you think what saved this motorcyclist was a simple coincidence, a sign from beyond, or a digitally fabricated illusion? Leave your opinion in the comment box. Number 4. The following clip came to my possession thanks to America Melissa Ticona, a subscriber who in her email told me a truly chilling story. She tells me that the sequence was captured by a security camera in Peru, specifically inside a restaurant where her son can be seen talking on his cell phone at the time. It was at that moment that both the camera and the child witnessed a strange situation that ended up going viral. Watch. In the recording, we see the young man completely distracted when suddenly something begins to happen behind him. First, a kind of rod surrounding one of the tables seems to move without any explanation. And then, a chair abruptly moves on its own. As expected, the boy, noticing the strangeness of the situation, flees the place in terror. The curious thing is that even before he realized it, the camera was already showing that something was wrong. That moving rod, was it part of the hanging furniture, or was it the beginning of a much more mysterious phenomenon?
Please subscribe, like, and press the notification bell. Maraming salamat po, and enjoy scary watching.
For some, it's a genuine paranormal manifestation, a message from beyond picked up at just the right moment. For others, there could be a simpler explanation, such as a draft, a thread, or even a hoax. But for you, was this a paranormal phenomena captured on camera, or just a coincidence that seemed much darker than it actually is? Let me know what you think. Number 3. It seems like just another ordinary night for this woman. She was at home, ready to go to sleep, when suddenly a noise from outside caught her attention. At first, she ignored it, but the increasingly loud sounds made her curiosity overcome her fear. She decided to go out into the yard, and just to be safe, she turned on her cell phone camera. Not even in her darkest nightmares did she imagine she'd come across this.
¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon eso? ¿Qué? Se oye allá abajo. ¿Hola?
As you can see, inside a well, she found a dark, hairy, humanoid-looking and horribly monstrous creature. With her camera, the woman captures the exact moment this creature looks up, revealing its bright, intimidating eyes. Terrified, she backs away, while the recording includes roars that sound like those of a wild beast. The impact of this recording has sparked all kinds of hypotheses. Is it an unknown animal that fell into the well and became trapped? Could it be a mythological being? Some demonic entity lurking from the depths? There are even those who think it could be some kind of failed experiment, or something that should never have existed. The truth is, no one can say for sure, but what is clear is that coming face to face with something like this isn't exactly what anyone could endure. How would you react if you encountered a creature with these characteristics? Comment below. Number 2. And we close this list with some stunning footage sent to us by our subscriber, Belén Gonzalez. According to her email, this recording corresponds to a security camera inside a meat packing plant where she works. There, she says there have always been stories of lights turning on and off by themselves, footsteps, unusual things happening, but nothing as well documented as what you'll see below.
Ahí le llama. Y ahí viene Pina, nos iba a mirar y todo, pero no. Ahí arreglamos.
What you're witnessing is a heavy sliding door that inexplicably opens with brutal force, as if something had pushed it from the inside or exploded behind it. All this happened just as an employee was passing by, completely bewildered by the sight of such a phenomena. Shortly after, another colleague arrives. They search the inside of the cold storage together, close the door, open it again, but they find absolutely nothing. The strange thing is that, as Velin explained, that door shouldn't open that way. And if that weren't enough, there was a workplace accident in that same area of the meatpacking plant some time ago, resulting in deaths. Could it be a remnant of those souls still trapped there? Some will say it was a mechanical failure. Others say it was an internal pressure leak. But how do you explain why the door lifted and moved so violently, when in theory, it should only move sideways? What really happened here? A physical glitch? A coincidence? Or the manifestation of something much darker that chose that door as a means of expression? Leave your theories in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.
Please like and subscribe to my channel. This is a big help to me as a content creator. To provide you with many scary, creepy, and terrifying videos, maraming salamat po, and see you again in my next videos. I'm the Haunting Hour 17.